I appreciate the low toxicity chat Lur has cultivated. Such spaces are rare, and the fact that many of their inhabitants travel over to Desert Bus is great. My challenge is for everyone on screen to say something nice about the chat mods. After your good examples, their diligence is super important in keeping chat a lovely, if confusing, place. I'll donate $2 for every participating busker. Sure, I'll start. I appreciate the incredible hard work and dedication of our mods. Like, they put in a lot of time. They're here all year round. They show up in force for this. Ashton, offhand, do you know how many mods we have working this event?
This year, I'm not sure. There's like 15, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe more?
Yeah, so like somewhere around 15
but it's
monitoring, 24 hours a day.
Apart from being here and just like doing their jobs, they're all really, really great, really thoughtful people. They've developed a shorthand over the years for communication, so like deciding on things takes a really short amount of time, like 2 or 3 messages for everybody. Everyone's like, yeah, okay. It's cool to just be a fly on the wall and watch them work. And they do an incredible job every year. Like I for a number of years now, I haven't had to touch moderation at all, just because they're so good at everything they do. So thank you to all the mods, because y'all are great.
Out of respect for the mods, please don't spam the chat with heart symbols.
That will get you timed out.
But yeah, we often get
3 hearts and no more.
we often get people talking about how how much they appreciate our community, and a large portion of that is the mods that make that work.
We cultivated over many
We
years.
certainly couldn't do it ourselves.
Yeah.
We're too busy actually.
Not with everything
being
else
here.
going on. Yeah.
And they're doing it, not only 24 hours during Desert Bus, but amazing jobs when we do like the pre-releases thing, where we have a whole ton of new people who may not, who are Magic fans who may not be familiar with our channel and all that kind of stuff, and they're do an excellent job of keeping things under control while keeping a relatively light touch on it, so it's not there's a mod Slack where they talk about stuff, and it's, we can talk to them and ask them about things and stuff, and the debates that go on when we're just talking about one a user that has been misbehaving, and everyone really does care about
the care and attention to detail.
And how giving making sure that people are heard, and that we're not totally dismissing people who may be having just a bad day.
Yeah.
But also not allowing them to disrupt the community.
Like bans come in quickly, but they're all carefully considered. Like chat histories for that user are checked. It all happens extremely fast because they've been doing it for so many years, and they have the system down. But every ban or timeout or anything is very carefully considered by the people involved, and it's incredible to watch.
And you may not know, but a bunch of the mods also are responsible for doing what we call the highlight mines, which when we do the stream highlights on Loading Ready Live, we rely on a bunch of the mods that go through and do a first pass on the stream highlights that people make, because lots of people, the way Twitch's stream highlight system works is a little bit weird, and so you end up with a lot of highlights that are just of like the starting page of the stream or stuff like that. Like there's a lot of sort of chaff that needs to be gone through to get the funny stuff. So they do a wonderful job of that as well.
I don't have any behind the scenes mod experience, but doing Dice Friends, I was so impressed. I was looking afterward because we can't see the chat during the game, And I was worried because I knew we had taken a bunch of shortcuts with the rules, and sure enough, there were people who started shouting at us about rule stuff. But there was always someone right there who was saying, it's okay. You don't have to keep shouting. They can't see you, and we're much more reasonable than I probably would have been. And
This is why they're the moderators.
yeah. And then when we were being hosted somewhere else, they were in both channels.
Yeah.
I was just so impressed, A, with how well they do their job, and B, how very, very dedicated they are.
I'm always impressed by how in the know the mods are. Like, nothing surprises them. They seem to have always they're invested in this community, right? When something goes awry, they know about it, maybe even anticipate it. I'm so tired. They're the best fans. They're the best kinds of fans, and I really appreciate that.
Real quick. I was gonna echo kind of what everybody said. Is that so this year I've had the chance to introduce Desert Bus to a couple of my friends for the first time, and so they've been watching it. And one of the first things that they said to me was like, "Oh my God, the chat is so like nice and encouraging," and they're actually saying like, things like congratulations, because their experience with online charity streams or the chats anyway, have been highly toxic. So they were very impressed with that, and I just wanted to say thank you, mods.
Yay, chat mods!
Yay!
All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. $12, please. It is 7:17. We said we were going to get this donation drive going at quarter after. So, Cameron,
Yes.
we
James?
need a dollar amount